I think historically some people have felt as though they couldn't both be creative and also be functional. Virginia Woolf comes to mind. You know, people who really felt like the price of being able to be creative was to have to be crazy, really. I think some people have been kind of confused about where their creativity comes from and whether it is a mad part of themselves that they would have to preserve and harness in order to be able to have creative potential. And it remains a question. But one of the things that we're seeing in terms of in our research tracking people over time is that some people seem to be able to start either very constrained without much capacity to use their potential, and then over time become less inhibited and more able to allow in their more creative parts. Whereas other people who start off with flights of fancy that are ungrounded are able to begin to ground those in the context of having a supportive relationship and supportive relationships in the community. That help them find a way to believe that one could have flights of fancy and also engage with other people in ways that are meaningful. I've worked a great deal with writers, often with creative blocks, and I think sometimes the problem comes forward as a person is starting to be more happy in their life, and if they have used writing as a way to kind of work out internal distress and internal struggles, then there comes the question, you know, when I'm happier, then, you know, has that dried up, is it gone, and how do I make that kind of shift? I think that for some of the people who come to Riggs, you know, there's a real aloneness to writing. You need to be able to preserve time alone in order to do the writing. And so for the writer trying to figure out in the community how to both be a part of the community and interact with people and also preserve time for sort of digesting and fomenting ideas winds up being a challenge. And I think that for many of our patients there is the hope of being recognized as a full and whole person with not just problems but with you know, their own unique potential. I see creativity as a part of everyone and something that matters for everyone.